Hi, my name is Boris, and I'd love to show you this problem from our new AP World History QBank. The graph for this question shows population over time in 3 regions. But I'm going to let you try the question entirely on your own. Pause the video while you work, and then unpause when you're done and want us to review it together. The question asked you to identify the factor that best explains the overall population trend shown in the graph. Now we can start with a little bit of logic. Overall, the trends are up. The populations are increasing in all 3 places over time. The graph also starts in the year 1500, which is right around the time that Europeans first began interacting with the Americas. So you might have been able to predict that the correct answer would have something to do with food, because one of the important consequences of this new interaction, called the Columbian Exchange, was the importation of several foods to Europe and Afro-Eurasia. 2 foods that were particularly important were potatoes and maize, which created a more complete diet. They gave better nutrition than what Afro-Eurasians had at the time, and those 2 foods did actually help populations to increase. If you knew that bit of content, then you could pick out choice D pretty quickly because it mentions those foods by name and correctly explains why population would go up in the 3 places shown. But let's say you didn't know that or didn't quite put all that content together. It was still possible to get to the answer by logic and process of elimination. Choice A sounds very tempting, but note the word cash. It mentions cash crops. Now, cash crops are things like cotton, coffee, sugar. Those things aren't going to make anybody healthier. They're not going to make population go up. So choice A is wrong. Now, choice B mentions African slaves working on plantations in Afro-Eurasia. This is a tempting choice because, of course, African slaves did work on plantations, but they worked on plantations in the Americas, not in Afro-Eurasia. And actually, choice C is wrong for the same reason. Indentured servitude was common in the Americas, not in Afro-Eurasia. So B and C are wrong for the same reason. Cross them off, and then you're left with choice D. Never give up on the AP World History exam. Just because you don't know some fact from history, or just because you can't put 2 facts together to immediately predict an answer, does not mean you should give up hope on a multiple choice question. This question came from Kaplan's AP World History QBank, which has hundreds of questions, all with fabulous explanations, and you can create custom quizzes focused on the time periods that you're most interested in studying. For more information, be sure to click on the link in the description below.